Welcome to the PharmaVOICE Editor's Take video series, recorded live at the DIA 2014 annual meeting in San Diego, hosted by Taryn Grome, editor of PharmaVOICE. In this episode, Taryn meets with Fran Ross, Associate Director, Clinical and Regulatory Optimization Practice, Paragon Solutions.
Fran, welcome to the 50th anniversary of DIA.
Thank you, Taryn. It's good to be here.
So let's talk about eTMF and what it is and how does the technology impact the conduct of clinical trials?
Happy to talk about eTMF. Electronic Trial Master Files is what the acronym stands for, and it's a technology that supports the documentation required by GCP, E6, Section 8, etc. It has to be held at both the sponsor side and the investigative site side, and so the eTMF technologies support that documentation set to prove that the trial was conducted to GCP, that the protocol was followed, patients kept safe, and that the data is clean enough to use for submission.
So why do clinical trial communities still struggle with TMF?
When you think about TMF, it's really a bigger picture than any kind of technology solution. TMF management, we like to call it meta TMF because it really is about people and process and technologies. Many organizations are still processing paper for trial master file management, and it's not really about solving this with a tool. Many companies have older versions of electronic trial master files and sometimes have a misbelief that a new technology is going to solve the problem, and the problem really is to solve the process, make sure the people are getting what they need to really enable the next generation of eTMF.
Thank you so much for explaining that. What are the critical considerations that drive an optimized eTMF ecosystem?
Yeah, some of the critical things that need to be considered are what really are the communities involved when you talk about meta TMF. And as an industry, we're looking to bring good products to markets to solve patients' needs, right? So when we talk meta TMF, communities, we like to say patients first. The PIs are the second critical component of the community layer. Below the PIs, we talk about site staff, the coordinators, the pharmacists, etc. Below that are sponsors and other communities that come in below that, the partners, the vendors, the consultants, etc. So we love to make sure that people are thinking meta TMF in that entire community structure and making sure that the people, the tools, and the process meet the needs of all the communities.
Fran, so if I'm hearing you right, next generation eTMF systems can move the bar for compliance and inspection readiness.
It's absolutely the case that some of the tools that are out in the marketplace now can really support an organization's desire to be completely inspection ready and to be really process enabling. What is important when organizations are looking at that landscape is to look at their bigger e-clinical picture. Because it's not just eTMF that needs to bring them into compliance, right? It's all the supportive technologies within the e-clinical or even the meta-clinical landscape. People really need to have that very well enabled and very well enmeshed tool set to be able to get the job done.
To wrap it up, what do you believe is the next big thing in meta TMF management?
The next big things in meta TMF management is to not focus solely on the technologies, because although there are more interesting tool sets available today, any one of the tools available in the TMF landscape can meet the needs if they're used the right way and the people are on board with what they need to do to manage TMF to compliance. The exciting thing in the landscape is being able to enable clinical trial process through the data that you get from an eTMF system, and there are many, many tools that can support that kind of process change.
Fran, thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to meet with us for our Editor's Take video program.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you.
Additional Editor's Take videos, as well as podcasts, white papers, webinars, and more are available at www.pharmavoice.com.